R. Kelly actually does win a judgment in court. And he won the judgment in court that the BBN network told y'all he was gonna win in court. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama, it may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so, yeah. So apparently, once again, Jack Frost and the BBN network was ahead of the curve. Okay, so we just gonna explain real quick. Let me tell you what's going on. So, do y'all remember that R. Kelly had a case that was filed against him that he actually lost? And he actually, okay, so he didn't lose the case. What happened was he had a judgment go against him because he didn't show up in court. Do y'all remember that? I believe it was a civil case, actually, that he had a judgment go against him because he did not show up to court. What happened was the individuals that was trying to sue him had him served his papers while he was still locked up in jail. Do you get that? Okay, there you go. So while he was still locked up in jail, he had these papers served to him. After he was found out after they had the judgment against him, and this came out and this was made publicly, I previously made a video, and in that video I told y'all, I said that judgment is going to be overturned. Watch what his lawyers are going to say. His lawyers are going to argue that they served him papers, but he can't read. So he wasn't able to read those papers nor understand how important those papers were in order to follow through with those papers and go to court at the appropriate time. And the reason why he would be able to get away with something like this is you have to assume that he spoke to his lawyers and his lawyers was telling him about a whole different case, and he probably could have thought that they were talking about the same exact case. This is something that can happen. Call it like the Three's Company. Anybody ever watch that show, Three's Company? Okay. Hold on 1 second. So it was this show in the 70s, right? It was called Three's Company. And every single episode was based on misunderstanding. Like, every single episode was based on one person thinking one person, when one person thinking one thing when something else was actually the thing that it was. Just misunderstandings. So the point in which I'm trying to make is, right here, the judge is probably looking at said case and say, you know what? He can't read. This was all, it's a possibility that it could have been a misunderstanding. And if there's a reasonable possibility that it could be a misunderstanding, then we have to believe R. Kelly's claim that he would have came to court if he would have known to come to court. Make sense? Anyway, that judge has decided that they're going to vacate the previous order that they had gave, because when you don't show up to court and you're being sued or something like that, then you automatically, it's not that you lose, but you forfeit. So they're going to vacate that forfeiture, and they're going to allow now for R. Kelly to go and defend himself in this particular case in court. Now, before anybody says, why didn't he have his lawyer read it to him? He was served these papers while he was in jail. His lawyer was not with him when he was in jail. And also, for anybody to say that why wasn't he getting these papers served to him at a different time, R. Kelly is an individual that, it seems, doesn't even allow people when you're on tour with him to walk down the same hallway as him. I'm pretty sure it is extremely hard for somebody who is not in R. Kelly's inner circle to have access to him. Therefore, it's probably damn near impossible to serve this man papers. Do you get it? Do you get why he was served the papers, why he was in jail to begin with? Anyway, so the lawyer, one of R. Kelly's lawyers, I believe it's one, and just so everybody can understand what was going on with the case real quick, it was in regards to a sexual abuse case surrounding a then 16-year-old Heather Williams. Just so everybody can understand which case we're talking about. R. Kelly's new legal team filed a motion in Cook County to have the judge throw the case out on grounds that the musician did not show up to defeat the claims. You understand what I'm saying? To further challenge the courts, R. Kelly claimed to have been confused and overwhelmed with blaming his lack of consideration for the served papers to his illiteracy. Like I said, he saw the papers, didn't think much of them. Dude can't read. Almost said the N-word. Dude can't read. You know what? Imagine if a mofo could read like hell, but you could just win all the time. Whenever any obstacle come up, you could be like, hey, I couldn't read. Like, that's an incredible superpower, yo. Anyway, as such, the judge tied to the ordeal felt generous. As such, the judge tied to the ordeal felt generous and vacated the aforementioned judgment. Hence, the grants R. Kelly and full legal rights to fight the lawsuit. According to his attorneys, I cannot say those names. We've been a part of a criminal case. We've never been a part of a criminal case where an alleged victim has filed for a civil case during criminal proceedings. Now, I haven't heard of that before. Just so we can be clear, I haven't heard of that before. What I have heard of, when there's somebody does something to you, right, and you could hold them accountable in criminal court, what I've heard is it's always best to let the proceedings go to criminal court. Even if the more you think you're gonna win, that's even more reason, because then you could use that judgment that you get in criminal court against the accused. Like, let's say you win, you could then use that judgment to sue. So it doesn't even make sense. Like, a lot of lawyers, attorneys or whatever, they're gonna be like, look, it don't even make sense to go to civil court and criminal court at the same time. You go to criminal court to get the judgment. The judgment helps you win in civil court. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what that is. So I don't even understand, but people do whatever people do. Anyway, there are also, for everybody that don't remember, there's also multiple legal suits, and he has a lot of trouble coming against him. So the fact that this judge, decided that they were gonna allow for him to come back and get himself proper representation in the court of law, that's dope. That's kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying because I think he's innocent or because I think he's guilty. I'm saying that that's dope, that the legal system is set up in such a way that even if you just effed up, you understand what I'm saying? You're not going to be held accountable for the rest of your life. They actually give you an opportunity to be able to defend yourself. That is great. And with that being said, I said all of this. I made a video talking about this. Did I make a video talking about this? I know I spoke about this on the IG, but I believe that I also made a video talking about this. R. Kelly was going to use the fact that he can't read as a defense to why he didn't show up to the court date, and then the judge is going to have very little recourse but to grant him the opportunity to defend himself in a court of law. I told y'all this. I said this previously. Hey, leave it down in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think about this. Look, man. This is the BBN Network, man. This is the BBN Network, man. I know what to tell you. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it. Schism. Definition: division, separation, discord, or disharmony. A beat by Don't be so quick to believe everything that you hear, cause lies spread quicker than the truth and they're harder to leave. Don't argue with trees or be part of the seed. Do all of your portion, part at the seed. Move with caution, focus your thoughts to a point and be slow to anoint. Do you roll loose in this joint? Do you notice the point? Quotas are saying our demographics are growing the pool. They push the non-swimmers to the deep end so they drown in the school. We turn our youngins into dogs, or what this hounding will do. We turn our women into bitches. We pound them and move. We doing the work of our enemy. Is that sounding true? Centuries of oppression, should we be smiling through? These 730s get $150s for you to be smiling through. Stop embracing all of the lies, you should try the truth. They got us so hypnotized, our necks find the noose, confusing the definition of how to win and how to lose. We should look in the mirror and comply the truth. Only positive vibes and try to prove. Old heads shouldn't despise the youth. The youth should embrace the old heads instead of chucking the deuce. Fuck this grain, I'm shaking my head till the bucket is loose. Not a work mule, I burn these jewels till the trouble ensues. I'm seeing the signs, and when I rewind it just doubles the clues. And when I try to share these jewels, it just doubles the fools. How could you win at a game when you got trouble with rules? We might be battered and beaten with a bubble and bruise, but our spirit's electric, just our touching the fuse. Tap into that inner you've been too scared to use. Remember our ancestors and bear the news. Let's not return to that path, we don't care to cruise. Acknowledge our essence and then pay the fruit. It's rapid season, but you don't got a head to shoot. The real problem that we all suffer from is the inability to understand that we all suffer from a problem.